Awesome.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, so the Pacers may be on the road for Game 7, but you can still cheer on the team here at home.
Want to let you know the tickets to the Pacers official Game 7 watch party at Gainbridge Fieldhouse go on sale tomorrow morning at 10. Tickets only $5. It'll get you into the Fieldhouse to watch the game with thousands of other fans.
And those tickets will be available on Ticketmaster. Be aware, tickets to watch the previous watch parties have sold out quickly. So doors open at 7 ahead of Sunday's 8 p.m. tip-off.
Now, if you can't get enough of the Pacers, we've got you covered over on WTHR+.
Yeah, there you'll find extended post-game comments from Coach Rick Carlisle and the players. Just download the free app to watch on your TV. One thing that's been so cool is how humble they are. They're so young, hungry, thirsty for the game, but they've been so humble in a lot of their interviews and confident, which is cool to see.
That's for sure. And if you're going to that watch party on Sunday night, dress appropriately because it's going to be really hot.
Make sure it's a t-shirt.
Yeah,
and the gold colors are good because it's a light, loose fitting. We're going to need to remember all those tips for you, and we'll have a few more of those coming up in the full forecast. But we need to be prepared for the heat. It's on the way, and this hot dome will linger into next week. Mention the heat alerts. For now, it's a heat advisory for most of central Indiana that goes into effect tomorrow afternoon all the way through Tuesday of next week. Might see that upgraded to a watch or a warning, and we may see that extended as we do expect the heat to linger through a good part of next week. In terms of temperatures right now, we're in the low to mid 80s, 81 Morse Reservoir, 82 Greensburg, 81 Connorsville, and 84 degrees in Brown County. Heat index values not really an issue yet, but those numbers will be climbing. We're not going to get much relief overnight. We'll stay in the 80s through sunset this evening, slowly dropping into the 70s. It's Talbot Street Art Fair this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Might be good to go early in the day, and you'll also want to know lots of big trees on Talbot Street for some shade, and we're going to need it. Highs tomorrow afternoon in the upper 80s and low 90s.
Thanks, Angela. And the heat wave is moving in as power crews work to get power restored to thousands in central Indiana.
So in the 48 hours since those storms hit on Wednesday, AES is telling us they have restored power to about 90% of customers. Ashton Hackman, though, found several people still waiting for the power to be turned on. He's in McCordsville tonight. So, Ashton, any update when these people might have electricity again?
Yeah, well, neighbors tell me they are preparing for possibly waiting until Sunday to get that power back on. That's when AES expects to have power fully restored to all customers. You can hear the generators buzzing here in McCordsville, and it's because the power company is now shifting to smaller cases. Here in this backyard, a tree came tumbling down during those storms on Wednesday, knocking out power to this person's home. And now they're preparing for what could be some potential dangerous heat. We saw a similar situation on the east side of Indianapolis today. Neighbors there had a similar situation. Some neighbors had power, others didn't. We found about a dozen people who, all of their neighbors around them, they all had electricity, but they didn't. Some of the neighbors taking matters into their own hands. They say they are frustrated and they just want that power to come back on before the heat sets in.
You know, there's kids out here that's, it's people that need oxygen. I hear a lot of older people on this block, they're without their oxygen at night. And then it's about to get hot, they at least could have had it on. It's been 3-4 days.
AES tells us they have extra workers from Michigan, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina all here to help get power back on as quickly as possible. Neighbors here in McCordsville, they say they are going to possibly go to some cooling centers. We met a neighbor down the road who was just trying to keep his wife's insulin cold. They've been putting it into coolers with some ice, but now it looks like neighbors are preparing for what could be a very hot weekend, possibly without power. Scott and Felicia.
Oh my goodness, I hope it's going to be soon.
Oh,
it's so tough with medical conditions or young kids.
For sure.
Ashton, thank you. Ashton in McCordsville this afternoon. And tonight, a Grant County Sheriff's detention deputy is under arrest for domestic battery.
Yeah, the sheriff's office is telling us that Marion police are actually handling the criminal investigation while the sheriff's office conducts an internal investigation of its own.
So the sheriff's office says the deputy is on administrative leave. The deputy has not been formally charged as of this hour.
Tonight, we're getting some new details about that 2-year-old boy who was killed in a shooting on Indy's north side.
We first brought you this story as breaking news yesterday here at 5. Marina Silva brings us the latest.
2-year-old Jarvius Bickett was here in the CVS parking lot when police say he accidentally shot himself. He was taken to Riley Hospital where he later died. Now, we're getting a look into just how many of these cases are coming into Riley's emergency room.
This latest shooting happened around 3 p.m. on Thursday near 46th and Keystone. Bickett was outside of a vehicle when police arrived, but police believe the shooting happened inside the car. We asked CBS for footage of the parking lot. They declined. According to IU Health, Riley Hospital has treated 23 children for gunshot wounds this year. 16 were considered violent and 7 were considered unintentional or accidental. That's on pace for what the hospital saw last year when they treated a total of 47 kids for gunshot wounds for the entire year.
Police are continuing to investigate. As of now, no charges have been filed. Reporting in Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
Still to come on this Friday night, more IMPD officers heading to the streets. We'll tell you how the latest round of officers are hoping to fill a growing need.
Plus, tensions continue to rise in the Middle East as fighting between Israel and Iran escalates. The response from leaders here at home.
Feeling like 100. I'll have the latest on the heat wave, when it gets here, and how long it lasts.